Okay guys, how's it going today? So, just got done raining, and neighbor here lost one of his trees. Big sucker too, right in the middle of his driveway. So he'll have to chop that up when he gets home. I know N-Raptor 6 was saying something about that I could charge him and I could cut it up. Yeah, but he's already got a guy that will do stuff for him, that'll help him. And I'm turning my little mosquito spray thing on because we're going to be out here for a while, boys. Just because I'm a little bit confused and I need some help on this because I don't quite get it. Now, when N-Raptor 6 was talking to me about that I could cut that tree up, you know, for him and stuff. Well, so the thing is, the farm boss is not ready to be running yet. I don't have a problem getting the feel for it. I got to get the chain sharpened. And I figured I'd probably just end up taking it to the cities and having it done. But I kind of wouldn't mind just doing it myself and, you know, getting done with it. Well, I seen a sharpener on Norton Tool. It's a Electric One, 110 volt. Not sure what the amps are, but I asked them. And who knows when they'll reapply back. But anyways, it showed what sizes of chain it could sharpen. There's actually quite a few different ones that machine could do. I'm not sure what my chain is, and it's a green labeled chain, which means it's a safety chain. So it's not it's not a real powerful chain, but if it's less likely to grab onto the wood and pull your saw or kick back on you. It still kicks back no matter what, but it's just to decrease the chances of it being pinched or whatever. That plane must be over yonder. We'll try to get a shot of that if we can do. But my chain, actually what I'm going to do is maybe I'm going to put this bug thing over here. That way I don't have to hold it, and it can just make a bubble. That kind of vibrates on that, don't it? But anyways, I took a look at my chain, and it does not give me the numbers of what my chain is. It just says number 6 on the back side, and who made the chain and stuff. Well, this is my bar. I had it in the house for a while. Uh-oh. There we go. That damn thing vibrates like crazy, don't it? It's got some information here. Saying that it's a 16-inch, 40 some meters. It's a 16-inch bar, and then they're talking about pitch, which is a 1.6 millimeters or 0.063. Okay, so it's a 63 pinch, I guess, or something like that. Did I say pinch? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it was. Pitch, I think. It's a 63. Okay. I got the chain here too, but when you go into the book, which I got the book here. Let's see here, I gotta make sure that I'm in the right ones, because there's all different kinds. So, cause see here, it's like this one's got a 43 pitch chain. Mine's a 63. And none of these are going to work, I don't think, because maybe this one works. I don't know. It doesn't see. The thing is that there's more on the back. See, here's another little kickback 63. That's a 3/8 chain. What was the other one? it's also a 3/8. I think, no, wait a minute. Yeah, 3/8. So this is where I get kind of confused, because I don't know what my chain really is. Because you can't just go by it being green labeled, which that's what it is, because there's so many different kinds. And that's that thing vibrating, by the way. So, like I said, I don't know what to do. I don't know what see, I'll get the chain out. You guys can hear that buzzing for a minute. So, and I don't think you guys would probably know either, because I don't think none of you guys own a Farm Boss. All you guys own Huskies and Echo and. Sorry, boys, I own a real saw. And there's nothing wrong with the other ones. I just find them not as good as a Boss. As my boss, you know. So, no offense to you Husky lovers, but you'll never get me behind the handles of one. See, when you look at this, there's just absolutely nothing on it, but, you know, green labeled. So, I can show you here that she's green labeled. So she's a low kickback chain. See, that's what that means when they got a green. I don't know if they got it on. I think they got one on each side of the chain, just one. Nope, maybe just one they have. So, but this chain needs to be sharpened, and it just says steel and C, which I'm guessing is short for company. But that's the thing, you know. It's that. I wish I could hang that somewhere without it freaking vibrating like a son of a bitch, right? Yeah, I'm gonna never hang that. I mean, I don't know really what chain this is. It's got to be obviously a 63. It's obviously got to be a 63 pitch chain, or whatever the hell they call that. You know what, you can just lay down. I think as long as you suck air, you'll be fine. Because on the bar is what it says, and that doesn't pinch mean that little toothy looking kind of thing right underneath the bar. That's the bar. Wouldn't that be the pinch, or the pitch, or whatever the frick it's called? A 0.063 inch, or whatever. It's a 63. And then when you go back on the book, there's like 2 or 3 of them that were 63s. So like, really, what do you do, right? I mean, and it looks like the tooth pitch or whatever for these little teeth is a 67. Well, what we'll do is we'll go back to the book again, and oh, the mosquitoes are itching my forehead. On my head. So that's a 67. So then what I'll do is I'll go back to the book. And by the way, this chain's only been used for like 1 year, you know. And it needs to be sharpened. So what we'll do, let's go back to the chainsaw section. This is how I'm doing it, because I'm not really, this book's got all the information that I need. So what we'll do is we'll go back. See, it doesn't say anything about a 67. That's just that's the thing, you know. So here's a 63. That's not a yellow one though, or green. Must have passed it. Here's one right here. See, here's a 63. See, I'm not sure what this chain is called. And I doubt that the receipt, you know, like the receipt of when I had bought the thing would have any information on it. So I'm not sure. It's a low kickback chain, I know that. Some of these teeth look alright, but you know, they're all going to get sharpened up anyway, but see, another thing is too, if I wanted to buy a new chain, I wouldn't know what this is. I would just have to take it to them and be like, well, you know, you can figure it out, you know. And because then they got other numbers too, like a .325, you know, and a 404 kind of thing, you know. I mean, but I'm just going by the 0.0, you know, numbers, which is mine is a 63 apparently from what the bar is saying. See, and you look on these teeth, or not the teeth, but the part on the back here that would grab the dewey inside the saw to rotate the chain just says 6. So I mean, what good is that, right? You know, a 6. Well, probably could mean that it's a 63 or a 67 for that part of the chain. Maybe they just couldn't fit it all on there, but then, you know, you could stamp it on the other side too, right? I mean, another reason why I'm doing this too is because I want to know what kind of chain this is, like the pitch and stuff. And to see if that grinder, I'll put the link in the description for you guys to check it out. I want to know if that would work on this chain. So that's got kind of wore down there for a second. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah, you can't really read that because it's just so damn gummed up that you pretty much will just have to give the chain a complete bath just to figure out what the hell is wrong with it. But I'm afraid if I do that, it'll start to rust. And that oil that's on here now, you know, which is just gear or chain oil, that's supposed to stop it from, well, many things, but I think one of them is to stop it from rusting. And it's still got tons all over it, as you see, from sitting all winter. But this right here is your tooth. This right here, but on this side is where it cuts. And some of them are pretty worn down. Some of them even look like they might even have to be replaced, but some of them, I think, just grind the shit out of them to be alright. But then some of them look, you know, brand new still, so I don't know. Like on this one right here, it's got a nasty ding in it. So I don't know what it hit there. It must have hit a tiny rock or something along the way, but this one's got the same. This one's got both the same ding, and they all probably got dings in them, plus some fuzz. But you know, for sitting all winter, my chain's not stiff or anything, so that's good. I don't have to replace it with another one. But I mean, what do I do? Because I don't know what this fucking chain is. It's a green label chain, I know that much. But I mean, what is it? You know, is it the Super Comfort 3 RS3? You know, or is it the or is it the Steel whatever Super 3 PS3, the PM3, or the PMM3? Like, what is it really? I mean, there's like 3 different fucking kinds of chain here, and I don't even know what I'm running. I don't know if there's a difference. If there's a difference in the stuff, or well, it gave me. I got another clue here now again. It looks like thunder, boys, thunder. Oh no, my chain got crisscrossed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Okay. It looks like there's just one hole at the bottom of these little grabby teeth. Oh, and these have a little ding in them. Meaning what? Meaning what? Fucking glare. Is that it right here, or what? I don't know, I'm getting another clue again that there's like some notches cut into that. And this is the only train that's got it. Because that one's got a longer notch in it, but it doesn't have a hole. Except where the rivets go. And we don't want that. And see, then this chain's got the same thing, but they're off. See, the notches in this thing are dead on with the holes, and this one here, the PM3 is off. It's in front of the hole. The same with the PS3. That one's off. So then if you go to page 36, it's got another chain that's got the same notches, and they look like they're on, but they're kind of off too in the pictures. So that's, wow, they really make this difficult. So, or is it, okay, maybe it's this chain right here, the Comfort 3 RM3, because that's got the notches in it, and they're lined up. See those little grabby teeth down here at the bottom? Well, you see those little holes in there, right? Like this tooth here, they're all along it. If you look on those holes, you'll see like a little notch cut through them. It's probably never going to focus on that for you guys, but let me see if I can get this camera to focus. Where am I going here? Well, on those little holes, you can see like little notches cut in them. So, I didn't think they put these teeth on. Like, it's like every which way they're different. Oh, wait a minute. Well, each tooth is backwards. They're like every other three, or every other one, it's backwards. So what's up with that? But whatever. But we know it's green labeled, and I'll have you guys look at this. See, but then there, it's the same thing, but now you got to look at the cuttage in them, because then the chain Comfort 3 RS3 has got the same thing. But then after that, you got this like little notches in it, or like a flat cut into them. It's definitely not that one, that's for sure. And plus, these things have probably been kind of wore in now too, so they're going to be a little different. Can't be the PM3, because that's got more of like a severe, something kind of like this, but more severe. So I'm ruling out the PM3 and the PMM3. Definitely not that one. So my only option, or thinking, is that it's a RS3 Super Comfort 3 chain, because that one's still green labeled. they have a 0.050 and a 0.063. This has got to be a 63 because on the bar it says it's a 63. And yes, the bar was made in Germany. I wanted the U.S. one, but whatever. I'm not gonna. Well, actually, the bar is made in Germany. I think the saw is made in the U.S. Like the motor and everything. So in other words, this is a 3/8 chain, which looks like most of them are for even for the big fucking sucker chains, you know. So this is what I guess it is. It's gotta be that. I don't know what else the hell it would fucking be. Yeah, it's gotta be that. I'm trying to line this up to see if it's perfect. It's hard to see the damn glare, right? See, in the pictures, it's got like a little hump in them too, right? And see, I don't have a hump in these. But see, then again, there, you know, those humps could have been wore down too from working so hard. So I know my uncle's chainsaw. He still got the same chain on it. He actually had to have a couple of links taken out because the chain was stretching too fast or too much. And I'm probably just going to run them as far as I can, and if I got to pop a link out, I'm probably just going to replace them. Sell them to someone else that can deal with the damn links, you know? I mean, there used to be a repair shop on North Dakota side that did trucks, cars, you know, all that kind of stuff too. But they also did chainsaws and stuff. But they're no longer in business. Which, you know, fucking sucks because they're so fucking close and dandy. So, if you look at the notches in the chain, it's pretty much the same as the RS3. I wonder, see if they got notches in the top of those. Yeah, mine does too. Sorry guys, I'm not pointing the camera at it. I'm just checking out. They say that they put little notches in them now. In the chain links, not the links, but like the sharpening, the cutting teethy parts. And I guess those marks are set at a certain angle. And that's what the people have to, like, if you're going to do your own sharpening, you have to follow that line, and that's how you get the correct sharpness on your chain. I guess. From what the YouTube video said, right? Bragging rights, Steel USA's on, Steel's on YouTube, you know. Steel USA, and then one for Canadian, and one for German, and, you know, all that crap. So, but yeah. Oh, man, that chain's really getting fucked up here over here. Jesus Christ. What's going on here, chain? Man, Christmas chain's gonna be so messed up I won't be able to use it anymore. What the fuck's going on here? But yeah, so I don't know. That's gotta be it then. It's gotta be... Oops. It's gotta be the RS3 Comfort, Super Comfort 3 chain. So, the 1/6mm. And you damn well know that they're not going to have that in a fucking English book too. So, that's the only thing I can think of. This is what it's called. If any of you guys that own a Steel Farm Boss, let me know. Is this one right here. It's a Super Comfort 3 RS3 safety chain. A 1/4 inch, 3/8 whatever. A 325 inch, whatever, 3/8, 0.040, or yeah, 404. But I need to get it in a 0.063. Apparently, from what the bar is saying. So that's the part number, I guess, for the bar. So I guess so. I'm not sure. It's got to be it. I don't know. It ain't gonna do any good for me to call my dealer, because she's never gonna remember what I bought, and she probably don't even know what kind of chain's on here. For all she probably knows, I'm probably running a bigger chain on this guy now. But really, I'm not. This is probably the only chain I'm ever gonna run. So, because I don't really need a big heavy-duty chain. You can get, I guess, bigger ones too, like stronger ones, and ones that have more of a severe cut, so they can cut. You can get chains that will cut a lot faster, but then they're not a safety chain either. They're one of the yellow ones, so they'll grab that wood no matter what. And if you're not hanging on good enough, you can kiss your saw goodbye, or one of your body parts or something, you know. So, but yeah, I'll put a link in below for that tool, and you guys can take a look at it. I wanted one from DeWalt. I thought DeWalt made one, but I can't find it anywhere now. And I know Steel makes their own too, which I know they're probably hell of a pretty fucking expensive. So this one on Northern Tool, it's on sale for like 120 bucks right now. I'm not going to get it right now, obviously, but I'm just trying to figure this crap out so then in the future I can get one. For now, I'll probably just end up taking the saw or the chain up to my dealer and let them fuck with it for the first time. You know, I need to get the shot wired and stuff too, so I can run that stuff. But I guess if that's what it is, that's what it is. But like I said, I'm not sure. So, but maybe that's it. If it ain't, then I don't know. I'll just end up having to talk to my dealer then and see what they say. This is what it's got to be. The RS3. You know, green labeled. So yeah, I probably could have figured that out without you guys, but you know, it's just a point that I'm not sure. But you guys will probably say, well, there's not much I can do about it either. But that's what it is. So, still looks nice and shiny pretty much from sitting all winter. I don't know, there's no point in putting the stuff back on because this chain needs to get sharpened before I can even use it. And I want to take my bar back sometime and get it repainted because this still pisses me off. It's actually starting to rust on this side. Maybe it's rust, I don't know. It's surface rust anyway. I don't want to throw any WD-40 on that because it'll probably mess up the things inside. It does have its own oil and crap on it, so see, it is green labeled. Even the bar is green labeled because it's supposed to ride. The chain's supposed to ride in this a little bit different. This thing's a little stiffer, which is good. I think that's a good sign that that's stiff. If it gets really loose, then I think it's wore out. I think the dealers would be able to replace that, or just have to give you a new cutting bar. So 3.25. Now where did that come from now all of a sudden? You know? Let's take a look in that book again. I didn't see that 3.25. But I kind of doubt that's it either. So I'll take a look here one more time. Oh yeah, that's it right here then. No, wait a minute, that's a different one. What the? Oh. See now okay. Oh, okay. That's a 50. So it doesn't say point. .404, but that's probably, you probably don't really need that. Okay, so then this has got to be it then, the RS3, the Comfort 3. That's got to be it then, because that's a point on the bar. It says that it's a point 325. The RS3, you can get that in a the whatever the same is here, a point 325. Either in a 50 or a 63. Well, I need it in a 63. And the pitch or whatever is a 63. And that's a 63. So that's got to be it then, the Comfort 3. I believe. It's got to be. What the fuck else would it be, right? So then it's this one. I shouldn't use a permanent marker, but whatever. So that's got to be the one then. I don't want to let this sink through, and it's probably going to. Well, I'll put this right behind it so it's steam through, because it's probably going to go through yet. Son of a bitch, spiders. Spiders are making a fucking nest on everything. So yeah, that's gotta be it then, I guess. I marked it. So it's a Super Comfort 3 RS3 in a .063, a .325. It looks like you can also get it in a .404, but I don't need that. I need a 325. I'm going by whatever the bar says. And you guys are going to probably say, dude, well, you're not supposed to read it that way. I don't know what else to do. That's the only thing I can think of, boys. Because that's what it says on the bar. It's a .325. And the chain, whatever, is a 63. It does not say anything about a 67. That's what I'm a little bit concerned about. But that probably doesn't matter. That's probably just their kind of stupid things that they do. So yeah. So that's probably it then. Probably could have figured that out, I guess, on my own. But sometimes if I make a video about it, it helps me to think. So that's what this is then. Is this Super Comfort 3 RS3 in a 63 pitch or whatever. So maybe that is it then. Possibly. If not, well, fuck it. It's gonna have to work. Cause you got all these other kind of chains too. But I won't be running none of those. So I guess that's pretty much it then. I guess I could have figured that out on my own, but it's just a point that I want you guys to see if I had done that right. So if I got those, if it's, like if I'm looking at it right, correctly, because then I don't really know what else to do, right? That's what it's got to be. If it ain't, then I don't know what the fuck else it is. Whatever. What the fuck ever. So another thing is too is that I gotta see if my if that grinder will sharpen that chain. It should. I don't see why not, but I'll still put the link in the description for you guys to check it out. It's the cheapest one I could find. It got decently good views. There's like one guy that bitched about it, but maybe he's just using it too damn much. I mean, you can't, if you buy the cheap stuff, you can't use it like on a daily basis. It's only like once in a while. If you want to use it daily, you got to buy a really expensive one. So yeah, it actually cooled off quite a bit. It was sunny earlier, and it kind of, now it's really getting cool out, and we're actually slowly shutting our windows, because now it's getting really nipply freaking cold out. So yeah, another thing is too, if the electrician does show up, I'm just going to, excuse me, I'm just going to have him put in some outlets. Like I said before, I'm going to probably do them separate because it's going to be one for the welder, and then there's going to be some other ones up here. One's going to be for extra lights, because I'm going to have to put lights here if I do put a workbench here. Because these lights here are not even going to be enough, I don't think. Do that, and one of those outlets is going to have to run that grinder too. So that's only like that grinder that I looked at on Norton 2 was only like 110 volt, but I'm not sure what it was for amperage. Probably not a lot, but so hopefully they'll get back to me. I got a little time yet because the guy ain't gonna come to probably Wednesday or Thursday. So I got plenty of time. So it's not gonna really matter, I guess, but I just want to make sure. And then I'm still gonna gotta put some extra workbenches in here too, but oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. I think I'm just gonna, put one there to where the welder is, and then the welder will be in the middle, and then I'll have another one probably some later on. The welder's gonna go right there where the tiller is. Remember, the tiller might have to go back a little bit because I'm gonna probably put a 48-inch bench in here, and then that'll just kind of, it'll probably be a little lower than that guy, but that guy was homemade, so. But just put one more in, and then the welder, and then if I want to put another one in later on, I can. And then this side is just going to have mostly all the big tools, like the press, the hydraulic press and stuff like that I still want to get later on, but, just the big things that don't really require power. Because the hydraulic press isn't going to need any power, it's just, it's all hydraulic, so. But that, of course, is later on. That ain't going to be now. We'll get some deer out. We probably just went out a long video. This will be kind of a shorter video, hopefully. Got some deers. So, yeah. I hope that's the right kind of chain. Apparently it is. So, but I now need to see if that grinder will cut that kind of chain. I hope so. Because I'm only buying one grinder. I'm not going to keep going through grinders, because I can't find the right size. Let's find the right size now, and then we'll have to buy another one later on, right? So yeah. Maybe that is the right chain. It's not a super... I mean, it's a damn good chain because I've used it, obviously I've used it, and it cuts just as fast as any other damn chain. You just gotta kind of know how to handle it when it cuts. So, but it's just that if that chain gets pinched, it won't cause the saw to go. It's a low kickback, so it decreases the chances of it kicking back or kicking forwards or anything like that. I think it's just like a thinner chain, I think, pretty much. So it doesn't cut. Apparently, it's not supposed to cut quite as good, but I don't think that's true because when this damn thing was sharp, it blew right through the damn wood. It was unbelievable how powerful it was. So yeah, now all I have to do is figure out if that grinder will sharpen these kind of chains, and then. I think that grinder too, you can either wall mount them or put them on a bench. I gotta put it on a bench, but see if I get a steel bench, it's the point that, man, I'm gonna have to drill through that and bolt the son of a bitch down. Oh, Jesus Christ. But, all in time. Do it all in time, The main thing is, of course, is to try to get power back here. And try to get that outlet fixed in the back too. Just so... Because I'm going to still have to run this setup. So. Or I could just put my own lights on that too, really. And then just, when I put the other lights in, just run another extension cord. I obviously wouldn't need a big one because, this light here, when it was down in the basement, it was actually running on, well, when it wasn't here too, it was actually It was running on this cord. As you can see, she's a pretty weak cord, but she took the load of the lights all right. She wasn't smoking or anything. So, but then I had upgraded this to this one, this little bit bigger one, because I needed more. I needed more plugins because I planned on putting another light in, so I needed another one, and I can even do one more now if I have to. So I'll probably end up, when I put that light over here, maybe I'll just jump the cord right across and just go right into that guy. Just be another one of these 48 inches. I'm going to probably obviously have to take my my homemade shelf down and try to hang the light. I think if I put the ladder going to a stud, so I'll have to probably mount it there, and then hopefully it'll mount into that stud. I mean, yeah, they'll throw some light onto this bench too. I don't really need to, so really I could probably put it there and then it'll hang over there somewhere. But I kind of want, I don't know. I don't want to go right into the roof because then my roof will start leaking. Because that light's already in the roof, but it's not leaking yet, so I guess it's fine. But yeah, I'll probably just, if I do put another light in, I'll probably just end up putting one of these in again. There is an LED one, but I'm not paying, you know, like $130 for it, right? And I can get probably like 2 of these for way less than that. I can get the bulbs at Hardwood Hang because I've seen them there. So it's just for like a 48-inch light. So yeah. But let her get. I really should get the light hung up and then put the bench in, because if you put the bench there, then it might be in the way, right? But I'll get the power thing sorted out first, and then should be fine. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? Well, at least I could turn my lights off, because if I run all my lights off this setup here, then all my lights could be turned off with just one switch. I don't have to keep having multiple switches. And I even got 2 more outlets. And of course this is only rated for, I think, 13 or 15 amps. Cord's rated for 13. And with these kind of lights, I know I'm not really exactly pulling that kind of power yet. So I probably could pretty well just max the thing right out on plugins. And I should be fine on lighting. Especially then again, I'll have to put, I really don't have to, do I? Probably have to eventually put lights on this side too, but I don't think I really have to. You know, I'm just thinking of ahead, you know, if I do want more lighting. Well, again, I could just get one of these. One of these thingies with the on-off switch, and just make sure I put the wire light and just shut it off by that way. But see, I'm afraid to do it with this light because, you know, I mean, I had to glue this light together because the way they shipped it to me, it was kind of stupid. So it was never really, just really wasn't working. So, but whatever. I really don't think I need much more lighting. I mean, this lights here, they just mostly light up the floor. They don't really exactly light up the wall, but right now I don't really need to either. But I think if he upgrades puts outlets in here, at least rated for, I thought I was going to go with 20, but maybe I might just go all the regular plugins, maybe 30 if he can find a 30 amp plug-in or outlet. And then the one for the welder, that'll be a 40. So, you know, just in case. So, you know, with 30 amp plugins, I'll have obviously more than enough power to run my lights. So if I do decide to get in a thing with lighting, which possibly probably would happen, because you know, these are obviously are being enough right now, but it's just the point that when you have tools up against the wall and, you know, benches, you know, you need lighting there too. But you know, I paid like what, $50 or $40 for that damn light there, so I can easily get more of those. Won't be a problem, but so yeah, because I gotta get the junk out of here too. But that's really no point. There's no point right now. The main thing is just to get power put back here, and and then we'll worry about it from there. I'd rather just have the welder on its own Dewey, so then that way I don't have to worry about my, like if I have another outlet put in, you know, and I could run, I'm not saying I want to run both, like a welder and a plasma cutter together, but if I wanted to weld, and say my uncle wanted to sharpen his chain, then we could both be in here at the same time doing something, you know. Even though he really shouldn't be in here when I'm welding, but it's the point that if he's in a hurry, and I'm in a hurry to finish welding, we're both going to have to be. He just has to make sure he doesn't look at the area where you're welding, right, so he doesn't go blind, but, you know. But yeah, so that's just really pretty much all I guess I plan on doing for now, is, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of chain I had, and I guess that's probably it. So, if that's it, then I guess I'll go see if that grinder grinds these kind of chains, and if it does, then we're in business. But I want your guys' opinion on that grinder too. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I'm really not going to be using it a lot, because I doubt that I'm really going to be sawing anything this year either, because I never really got around to it last year. I got 2 trees to cut down in the river bush there or whatever. Because there's a second tree now that pulled itself out of the fucking ground. And you know, then I got this tree here that I kind of want to do some work to it, but you know, I think I'll probably end up calling the frozen for this big part of the tree, because it's really getting to the point where it's gonna eventually fall over and crush everything in my shop, and I'm not gonna put tools and stuff in here and, you know, stuff. And if I do the wiring, and then it gets crushed, you know, then well shit, then it's no good. But whatever. Guess it's just the way it goes, the way it happens, I guess. But I'm not gonna be too happy about it, but whatever. She'll eventually fall over, but, you know, it's the point that she'll fall over probably the wrong way. Unless we get a north wind and pushes it south, but if it'll work that way, I kind of doubt it. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, so anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think of that grinder. And I think I figured out what kind of chain I got, so I guess I probably don't really need your guys' help, but if you guys want to leave your opinion on that, you can. It does not really matter to me. So, since I used up about half that thing already, holy shit. So yeah, I guess that's probably pretty well it then. I guess I think it's vibrating again. So I guess if you guys got any ideas, or I kind of wanted to go with a steel grinder, but you know, for the amount of use I'm going to get out of it, is it really worth it? I mean, I'd probably only be sharpening my chain once a year. Really, you're supposed to sharpen them before every use, or after every use, or whatever the fuck it was. They say to sharpen them I think like every other cut or something, but I don't bother. They usually last me long, and they last long enough. I mean, I cut the first year that I bought it, I cut all summer with that thing, and it was still fine. But, you know, towards the end of the summer, I could tell she was just not cutting quite as good. She started getting kind of dull on me, so. And now she's probably even duller, because I used it last fall just to trim up some trees and stuff. I wanted to burn up the rest of the fuel. You know, that's another thing too, is I got to get fuel made up. But there's no point if I can't even get the chains and stuff sharpened, so I guess it's just going to be one thing at a time. But once I get the chain sharpener, then I can sharpen it whenever. And then, I guess, I can get the fuel anytime, really. My sister goes up to the cities all the time, so she could easily go pick me up a couple of bottles of fuel. I'm still probably just going to get that, you know, Moto Mix, or whatever the hell it's called. You don't get a lot in a can. I mean, you get like a little bottle of this shit, you can make like 2 gallons, and the bigger you go, the more you can make. But these cans here, I think, are only like a 32 ounce or something like that, you know. So, not a lot. But I wanted to use it to break my saw in, and I still kind of want to do it for one more year, just to make sure that she's broken in. And then maybe after that, I can switch over to the mixing stuff and just mix it up myself. Still going to be steel oil though, because if you use something else, it's just going to blow up eventually. So, yeah, you know, it's unbelievable too that I just mowed like yesterday, and you can already tell that my grass is growing. Well, it rained again today, obviously. The neighbor's tree fell down. It wasn't even that windy either, so you know that tree was already rotted, and it just got top heavy. So, and of course, another long video, 50 minutes. Do apologize, but you know, it's just gonna probably happen anyway. So that was getting kind of rotted. It must be leaking there. Doesn't feel wet. It just kind of looks wet though. Looks wet, but it's not. Oh, doesn't feel wet. Of course, it could have dried up some by now, but shit. I suppose she's fucking leaking. It probably leaks there, I bet. Damn it. Oh well. Frick it. You'd have to take all this shit down and redo that fucking... You'd have to redo the roof. I still wouldn't mind replacing this shit too, but... Jeez. I don't know. I think my roof is getting moss on it. That's not a good thing. Son of a bitch. That means that my roof is not drying off like it should. Of course, it's been so damn rainy and wet. So that's not a good fucking thing. Son of a bitch. And you can see where it's fucking peeling up the son of a bitch too. Great, I'm gonna have to buy a new roof now too. Great. Fucking A. Get these motherfucking trees out of here. You know, it probably wouldn't be as quite as wet then, but... fuck, whatever. Stupid trees. I like them for their shade, but they ruin my damn roof too, right? So anyway, guys, I guess I'm going to probably take off. Do apologize for a long video. And, so yeah, if you guys, let me know what you guys think of that grinder and stuff. Like I said, I don't know what, I think I got this, I know what kind of chain I got now. So I should be okay, but whatever. Yeah, I know what I mean by I want to get this bar painted up. Well, you can see what it did. But that was my fault. I didn't realize that the tree was leaning the wrong way and it pinched my freaking bar, so I was like, trying to get it out, and son of a bitch. Then eventually the gravity just took over and just fucking fell on her own, but could have broke my saw easily. So just remember one thing: if your chainsaw gets pinched in a tree, and you don't have a wedge and a sledgehammer, get a crowbar and cram it in there and put your man weight on it and pull the tree up a little bit. It does work. That's what I used to do when I would always chop trees. Sometimes my bar would get pinched in there, and I would just put the crowbar in, and the tree would fall right over, or it would get the weight off my saw so I could pull it out and then recut again, right? So freaking right, it always works. But yeah, anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, tube. See you guys later.